The mission of financial wellness planning is financial education and understanding all of the financial aspects of your financial journey. In most cases, people do not begin doing things that are going to better themselves simply because they don't have a plan. We're going to give you this plan for free. This entire program is yours to have. The purpose of it is to help you get ingrained with your finances, from the very basics of your budget all the way to your credit score and building your debt repayment plan. The purpose of this program is to either help you start your financial journey or begin turning your financial journey around. Every week has a lesson plan. Week 1 is going to be all about your budget and your net worth. And the goal of this week is for you to understand how your money moves. During this week, I want you to fill out the month of transactions worksheet. Go line by line and categorize every dollar that comes into your account or leaves your account. Doing this helps you understand what your money is doing. Once you've completed that, the next stop is the Basics Financial Dashboard. When you get to that sheet, you're going to fill in all of the yellow boxes. You're going to fill in the investment accounts, you're going to fill in your monthly contributions, and you're going to fill in your account values. Then you're going to fill out your debt information from the smallest balance to the largest balance. And to help you with this week, I encourage you to watch our video on budgeting. It's not revolutionary. It's not groundbreaking. It's stuff that you already know. But maybe hearing it from a different perspective may help you understand this stuff better. Week 2 is going to be all about your conscious spending. Because of debit cards, we no longer use cash. We don't feel the pain of spending money. The goal of week number 2 is to reintroduce that pain. During this week, you're going to use the week of transactions sheet to account for every dollar that you spend throughout that week. There is an additional column on this sheet that I want you to keep track of, and that is your conscious savings. When you think about spending money and you decide not to spend that money, I want you to note how much you saved. By the end of this week, there should be a value to your conscious spending. So if you skipped going out to lunch 2 or 3 days out of the week, if you skipped going out to dinner once or twice throughout the week, note those savings and watch that add up. Even if it's $50, it may not seem like a lot, but if you multiply that by 52 weeks, you all of a sudden have $2,600 to put towards your financial future. Week 3 is all about keeping your money, and we're looking for ways to cut back on your spending. The biggest area for a lot of people is going out to eat. The goal of week 3 is to begin cutting your dining out spending in half. If you go 4 times a week, just go twice. You'd be amazed at the amount of money that you can save by cutting your spending at restaurants. The next thing I want you to look at is your cable and your internet providers. If you have a 300-channel cable package and you only watch 10 or 15 channels, then look for a streaming option that's available that actually offers the channels that you're going to watch. And then the final thing I want you to look for are unused subscriptions. If you have a gym membership and you don't go to the gym, get rid of it. You're most likely not going to go, so get rid of it. Now, if you have a gym membership and you're actively participating in that gym, then by all means keep it. But if you have a Planet Fitness membership or something of that nature and you're not using it, then get rid of it. For internet, I want you to look into other options. Most major mobile carriers offer some type of in-home Wi-Fi. T-Mobile offers it, Verizon offers it. I personally use T-Mobile and I love it. For $50 a month, I get the speeds I need for what I use the internet for. Now, if you're a gamer, you're not going to get the speeds that you need. But if you're just using your internet to either stream, check emails, or scroll through social media, then an in-home Wi-Fi is probably going to work well for you. Week 4 is all about your emergency fund. The basic emergency fund is $1,000 per person in your household. So if it's just you, get $1,000 in your savings account and leave it there. If you're married, make it $2,000. And then if you have children, add $1,000 for each of those children. Now, in a lot of cases, you're not going to be able to accomplish this in a week, but I want you to at least begin building a plan to get that $1,000 set aside for each person in your household. To build your plan, we're going to take 2/3 of the cost savings from weeks 2 and 3 and start funneling that money into your basic emergency fund. The other third of that cost savings you get to enjoy, but you only get to enjoy it for a few weeks. We're going to use that third again in week 8. Week 5 is all about protecting the things that you own. Home and auto insurance is very rarely brought up in financial planning simply because most advisors can't get paid on it. With that being the case, this can leave a glaring hole in your financial plan. So the purpose of week 5 is to understand your home and your auto insurance. What I want you to do is watch our videos on home and auto insurance. Get the declaration pages from your insurance company and walk through that video with me. Once you have an understanding of what's in your declaration sheets, take that information to 2 or 3 other companies and get a quote on your home and auto insurance. Now, I don't want to make you any promises about this week. If you requote your home and auto insurance, you may not be able to save any money. You may actually need to pay more to have the coverage that you need. But whatever you do when it comes to your home and auto insurance, especially when you're getting it requoted, is never sacrifice your coverage for savings. Even if you need to pay a little bit more to get the coverage you need, it is perfectly okay. Week 6 is going to be your life insurance review. If you don't have life insurance, then go get it. The first stop is to watch our video on life insurance. It's very basic, but it gives you the information that you need to get the coverage that you need. The next thing I want you to do is calculate your number. There are many ways that you can calculate this number, but for the purposes of this program, we're looking to either pay off debt or replace income. In our video on life insurance, we go over each of those methods, so take note and do the calculations for yourself so that way you can get the coverage that you need. Once you know your number, contact an insurance rep and get them to explain the options that are available to you. Week 7 is going to be all about your employer match. To get an idea of how important that employer match can be, I want you to watch our video on where to start investing. After that, contact your HR department and get them to explain to you how your company match works. If you are not contributing enough to receive your full employer match, then get your HR department to help you increase your contributions until you hit that match. Now, you may be unsure of how your contributions are going to affect your take-home pay. If that's the case, then bump it 1%. Do this for 2 or 3 months and then bump it again. And continue this increase until you're contributing enough to get that full employer match. And then finally, week 8 is all about your debt and your credit. I want you to watch our video on credit score. Understand how your credit score is calculated and how you can make it better. Then, watch our video on debt. Sort your debt from smallest to largest balance. That additional third in savings that we found in weeks 2 and 3, we're now going to use that to pay off your debt. Getting your debt in order with a plan to pay it off is going to improve your credit score. This is not going to happen overnight, but it will improve over time. Now keep in mind that this is not going to apply to everyone, but it is going to apply to the majority of the people that are either trying to get familiar with their finances or to fix their financial situation. There is much more involved with building an entire financial plan, but for the purposes of making your situation better or figuring out what your situation needs to look like, this program should help you get on the right path.